says I am. I don't know what to trust anymore. Hang on, guys. I don't even know if I'm talking to anyone right now. Okay, give me a second. Maybe it's just not on my phone. Okay. I'm gonna give, and I also don't know how I don't know how any of this sounds, so if I sound funny, then sorry. Okay, this is weird. Yep, it says I'm live right now, 100 seconds ago. Is it? Oh, there it is right there, you see, Okay, this is a test. Can actually reduce the game sound. The game audio can be lower, so. Alright. They made it pretty simple to do this part. I still don't. The only way I can see if I'm streaming is if I click the on air, but if I go to my channel, I don't see it. But if I still don't. Oh my god. The only way I can see if I'm streaming is if I click the on air. I'm sorry, this hurts. Okay. I still don't. Oh my god. This is terrible. I don't know what's happening. I'm sorry, this hurt. Alright, I'm gonna give it a minute, and I'm gonna just see, because it keeps echoing when I watch the video, and I don't want to do that, but yeah, like I was saying, no one's helped. Like, I'm not talking to anyone right now. I'm just talking to myself, and I'm really, really bad at commentary because I don't know what to talk about ever. Because whenever I play games like this and I'm not talking with someone, I'm just I won't talk at all. I'll just like have a video or something in the background. So this is actually it's really weird, and I still don't see the video, so I can't even see what's going on. I'm not even on my channel right now. I'm not using my channel. Oh yeah, speaking of my channel, I might never, this might be the last video on this account, so that's kind of funny. I don't know. I don't know what to do with it. If you've been a subscriber, I honestly don't know why, but, you probably noticed that all my content is just random, and it's just whatever I want to do. But that's gotta change because it's starting to even annoy me at this point. I honestly don't know why. This game's awesome. Like, there's so much content in this game for like a PS1 game. It's kind of a shame, really, because most games now, with the internet and all, they focus more on online, which I guess that makes sense, but it honestly sucks, especially for me, because my internet, so it's just where I live. I don't know, there's quite a bit of trees, I guess, but my internet's terrible. I have to use a satellite. And fun fact, guys, so this is funny, really. My internet, something else. I don't know, I'll look that up later, I forgot. But, yeah, they're just called something else right now, I don't know. But, they shut down our internet because I pirated games, or I downloaded pirated games, just like, ROMs, like, Mega Man, they don't really know that. But we're using, I just have to look out my window to see this, by the way. using it. Online gaming wise, it's not any better. You can't really play online games. I mean, you can, but it's terrible. Um, I I usually on normal days I'll have like 800 ping on Friday. On days where it's just a little cloudy outside, if that's not enough to shut down my internet, my ping will be 1000 constant. And you don't want to play with internet like that. It's more frustrating than it is fun. So I don't even bother when I'm at this house and I play online. But yeah, that's a problem. You like videos wise, like YouTube wise, it works good enough for me. There are some pausing problems from time to time, but you know, the quality is fine. Usually it's like 480. If I wanted to put it to HD, I could, but I usually don't really even care enough to. But yeah, that's that. But I'm kind of practicing in Tekken 3 right now. I'm not really sure. I played Tekken 7. I was playing that earlier, but I don't think it works. It doesn't work completely the same. Sorry. So I'm playing Tekken 3. I used to go to it quite a bit when I was little, but not really anymore. Apparently they have a Tekken 3 arcade cabinet, and me and a friend kind of want to fight each other, so I've been practicing on the PS1 version. But the crap. The controls are different because the controller that I'm using right now is like the first of L3, you don't have R3. All you have are the D-pad. And if you've ever played Tekken, or really a lot of other fighting games are fine, but if you've ever played Tekken and you probably, I'll swap between L3 and the D-pad sometimes, like whenever I want to do a move or whenever I pad, because it's just a lot easier, it's a lot faster. And whenever I want to fight, I'll use the analog stick because it's not painful. But when you use the D-pad, it feels like they're just needles after a while, which is weird because when I play older games, I don't ever have that problem. So it might just be the problem with my controller. I don't. So that was fast. Oh well, I guess it's fine. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I couldn't avoid that. It's not my fault at all, guys. It's not my fault. But what was I saying? Oh, I'm not very good at training. I forgot it. That's the whole thing that I was about to say was, I'm terrible at training. I cannot remember anything that I ever do. I'll remember some things, but it's mostly from just when you keep on doing it. But, I mean, that's pretty much how training works, but when the moves are more complicated, I can't remember them. Even if I do them over, I don't know why, it's just always been a problem for me. And this is his ending, by the way. I think he gets shot. Yep, there it is. He's dead. Uh-oh. He's dead. That's the ending. So yeah, that's always been a problem for me. I've always just used simpler moves. That's why games like Smash, I'm probably better at those because they're not as complicated with moves as, you know, just like Street Fighter and stuff like that. Yeah. So this video is just all about Smash. It always just turns into that. Okay, so now I think I'll do a bit of Tekken Ball. Not a whole lot. It's not. It gets kind of boring fast. I'll play as a different character. Play as Law. So the way this game mode works is It's basically just like a beach ball, you know, it's just like this, but the more powerful hit you hit the ball with, and you launch it towards your opponent, it does damage. And whenever you, oh crap, see, whenever it hits the floor like that, you lose damage too. So it's basically beach ball to the death, and it's fun. Things like this make me wish this game had things like this make me wish this games like this had online, because, you know, like I was saying earlier, they do. Like, you know, there's fighting games that have online, obviously, but they're not as focused as on offline stuff. You know, like this, like bonus stuff. They're more focused on online and stuff like that, which means the online's fun. So, you know, that's great. I would probably play a lot more online if I could, because it is fun, especially when there's ranked stuff and it works, because that way you can fight with people who share your rank, and it's not just like, oh, I'm new to this game, and then there's just like someone who's played the game for like the past 20 years just, you know, kills you. And I'm dead anyway. Well, no. Alright, and I just realized I'm gonna have to restart this. So I can actually go back to the menu, because it won't let you for some reason. You have to restart the console. Give me a second. Nope. Okay, now we're gonna play Force Mode. Force Mode is a lot of fun, but the only problem with it is the fact that it's just really annoying sometimes, because you'll want to, you'll want to look at a certain person, but usually how it works is there's 3 people, and you can't focus. You can probably do an attack that hits all of them, but most of the time it won't. Most of the time I don't know something like that, so it'll be really irritating, because I'll just end up getting killed. And whenever you die on this game, it doesn't restart the level, it takes you right back to the menu, and that's really annoying. So it is pretty hard. But anyway, yeah. That intro also plays whenever you leave the title screen for like 2 seconds. Okay, if I want to play as a different character, I'll play as Paul. I'm sure I have played Paul on Force Mode, but yeah, it's not really, it's kind of hard to tell at first, because it pretty much starts out with just maybe like 2, and then they're not that hard to take down because their health's so low. And the other problem, there's a time limit, and you only get, I think it's 60 seconds to beat a level. But the more people you take down, the more time you get. And I've almost ran out of time more than once, and I've gotten game overs from it, so it's a problem. You really need to pay attention to it. There's multiple easy. They can die from like 2 hits. And these are the Falcons. They're just take more damage. Yeah, they're more of a problem. They'll start showing up a lot more in the later stages. And near the end of a level, you'll have to fight a character. Like, I'm fighting Law, which is weird because I'm pretty sure these guys are friends. Harder to control. Like, if you want to move left or right to try to dodge his hits, it's a lot harder. But yeah, now we're going to the Badlands, which is stage 2. And thankfully, there are health packets in the game. They're just like right there on the floor, like in the ground. You know, we're in the middle of the desert right now, or wherever this is. And just put it on the floor, you know, just they knew it was happening. And it refills your health. and there's not any... Oh crap, I better go. There's not any variations. They all do the same health, but it's fine. This guy, yeah, you need to die. I wish this game mode had a go-go, you know, like in most games, like, and it's, I don't ever find it useful, really, in that game. It just tells you when the enemies are all dead, and you can move to the next area. But in this game, I find that to be a problem, because there's, they spawn off screen, and it's really hard to tell when they're gone. When I was talking about where you auto-lock on one enemy, but they'll be, like, behind each other and stuff like that, and you just can't hit them. You can't hit both of them, and if you're on your low health, that's a big problem. Okay, I can go now. They're all dead. And the boss of this is, I was playing earlier, and there were different bosses. I don't know if they changed depending on what character you're playing as, because, I think Paul and Kuma, I don't think they like each other. I think they're like rivals. So, it might change, but yeah, I think we've met all the enemies. I don't think I've fully beaten this game mode today. I think I got really close and then the time ran out, and that was really annoying. I hate it when the time runs out, because you can be staring your, like, arch rival right there in the face, and he'll be almost dead, but it's like, no, time's run out, 10 seconds left. That guy could have attacked me. I don't know why he didn't. Okay, let's go. Now that I'm thinking about it, playing as Law in this game mode that would probably be really easy, because he's really fast, and you could probably just kill them, like, really quickly, even though I don't think he does a lot of damage. Okay, yeah. Oh, I didn't even notice that. They're on the bottom. I forgot about this. There's a thing that tells you how close you are to, like, the boss. I forgot about that. And the keys, that just means, like, what level you've beaten. So I think this is almost the last level. Or, the next level is going to be the last. Okay, now we're going on to the last level. I'm pretty sure for this level, the boss is always gonna be, Heihachi. I'm pretty sure. And, I'm sure he's the hardest boss. I don't know if there's difficulty, like, going up with the bosses. Okay, these guys need to come over here so I can kill them easier. Ow. Oh, did they drop chicken? Okay, get out of here. But hopefully I actually finish, maybe. But if I am, I'm probably gonna play as Law. Killed him. He really did not put up much of a fight. Die. Now come over here so I can kill you. Good, it starts like that. Oh, he just ran right towards me. So, I think we'll beat him. Unless he just gets really powerful. I can't even go over there. Come on. Alright, we beat him. 37 seconds left. I wonder what I did the first time. And I killed 93. Really? That's a lot. It's weird. I don't remember. Okay. Now, I think I'm just going to go through arcade mode one more time. And then I'll end the stream. Wait. No, I'm going to do survival. I'll end the stream on survival mode because I'm pretty sure I know how this works, because it's in a lot of other games too. It's just like whenever you die, whenever you die, you know, why is this hard to explain? I'm not even explaining it right. You just do as many rounds as you can without dying. And if you die, you start the rounds. You start all the way over. And I believe your health doesn't refill all the way when you go to the next round. So it might right now because I've only been hit once. But when we go to the next round, let's see what happens. Okay, yeah, you see, like that. It didn't refill all my health. But right now, the characters that I'm using for this game, I've been using. I usually use Brian. In Tekken 7, I used Brian because, I don't know, I got kind of used to him, and, you know, he's just kind of easy to play as. I think he was. And in this game, I tried him, and I wasn't any good with him at all. And also, King. I played King a bit. He's okay. I really like King because I really like these types of characters in fighting games where they're like wrestler characters. Like, there's one they added to Smash. I forgot the name. It's a Pokemon. I forgot the name of it. But he's basically like a wrestler type, and like he throws a lot. Like most of them do a lot of fancy moves, and if you can get I don't know how the chain combos work in this game, but like the grab, you know. But in Tekken 7, I've seen combos where if you hit the right buttons when you're grabbing people as King, you could either kill them completely or just do a lot of damage to them, like almost kill them. And they can't really do much about it. And I don't know how to, it's really cool, but I don't really know how to feel about that. So I was playing online, and someone just kind of did that to me. I would be like, okay, well, you know, I didn't really have much of a chance there. But when I first started playing the Tekken games, I remember the first Tekken game I played. It's not really a Tekken game. It's more of a Street Fighter game, with Street Fighter X cross Tekken. And a lot of people had mixed opinions on that game. I think the gameplay itself is perfectly fine. It's a Street Fighter game. They have a lot of characters, a good amount of stages. It's just, I just completely ignored the gem system. And they have a few guest characters in there that's kind of drove me to bought the game in the first place. They have Bad Box Art Mega Man, which a lot of people didn't like. If I learned about it back, like when, because I'm a Mega Man fan now, but I didn't used to be back when you know, Street Fighter X Tekken came out in 2012. Oh, I get a. I'm a fan. If I would have, I heard they were putting Mega Man like for PS3 and PS Vita, and that's not a problem for me because I play on PlayStation. I don't play on Xbox. I have an Xbox 360. I think I might record off of that because whenever you can't record straight off of a PS3. Okay, I'm getting off topic. See, I forgot what I was talking about. Oh yeah. Yeah, when I probably would have been mad too, but I don't know. I don't know how they would really interpret. I don't know how Mega Man would, because it's a realistic-ish game. Like, it's still pretty cartoony, but it's realistic enough to where a character like Mega Man would not fit in. But at the same time, you know, this is kind of weird because the other guest characters was Pac-Man, and he has his like design from when they tried to redesign him, which I thought was okay. I would rather them have his classic, you know, world design. It's fine. Except he was in a robot. He was in like this and he's using that as a robot, and it's really weird because it fits well enough. It's like, okay, this works well enough. It works fine. Mega Man. Also, they had to pretty much just use his bad box art, which I thought was kind of funny, and that looks fine. But then they used the other guest characters were Cole from Infamous, which I've played a bit of Infamous, and it's a good game, I guess. Added him in, and he was fun to play as. He fits in too, perfectly fine. And the other guest characters they added, there's some in my throat. The other guest characters they added were Toro and they were like the Sony mascots. I don't think they were the mascots here. I think they were the mascots in Japan one, and then I guess they kind of built games off that. But we never really got any of their games in America. I think we got one, and they were also in PlayStation All-Stars, which I like PlayStation All-Stars personally. It is a knockoff, yeah, it's a knockoff of Smash, but it's a fun game, and when you get like a lot of friends together and play it, you'll have fun. I remember playing the online. And speaking of Heihachi was in that game as a guest character. Played him, but before I played the first Tekken game and I played this game, I always thought that, you know, Heihachi must be the main character. He must be the face of this of Tekken. But not really. He was also portrayed as a nice guy. I'm not shooting outer space, but he acted nice enough, and I was like, oh, he's probably like the main hero of the game, because I thought at first he was the good guy, but I think he's the villain of the game, like the main villain. I don't want to be bothered to put that in. But yeah, he's the main villain of the game. He's not really the face. The face of Tekken is really Jin, or not Jin, but Kazuya. He looks a lot. He looks a lot like Jin, except he doesn't have like the weird hair. And oh, I better pick a character. I'll pick Law. But yeah, he's pretty much the face, I guess. It's pretty complicated. Like after I got finished playing the story of Tekken 7, which a lot of people didn't like, I thought it was meh. It was kind of fun. I was really confused about what was happening. Like, who's the good guy, who's the bad guy, what's going on. I looked it up. I'm not the only one. There's a lot of forums of people talking about what even is the story of this game, because it's just really complicated. I don't know if I'd say it doesn't make sense. Yeah. It's a good thing that I wasn't alone, is all I'm trying to say. Fight 3, we're on the third fight. That's when I usually die. So I'm gonna try to beat that out by. I'm gonna try to at least get to 10 rounds. Dang, this guy's beating me up. Also, Law's weakness for me, because you know, I was talking about controls earlier. Talking about where he's touching the floor low, it's not good. I'll show you in a second. Okay, this guy killed me last time, so I'm just gonna go ahead and take him out. I don't like this guy. But he has no low attacks, or he does probably, but I just can't find his really low attacks where he's touching the ground. It's usually just like that, because especially Dr. Boskanovich, I think his name is, pretty good at the game. You probably can, but unless you do that attack's pretty good, but it doesn't work sometimes. And yeah, but like I was saying earlier with the PS3, I know this is off topic from what I was just talking about, but I'm just trying to make conversation or commentary. Sony guy, you know, I don't really care with it. I don't really care about the X. One of the biggest mistakes Sony made with the security, I don't know what the word's called, but it has security where if you try to record, it won't work because they don't want people like recording Netflix or something, or YouTube or stuff like that, because you know that's illegal, and they'll probably end up getting in trouble. But usually what consoles have, like the PS4 has it, so they fixed it, but they haven't updated the PS3. They'll have like an option to where you can turn something on, And what that does is, if you try to go on, I'm gonna try playing as this guy. If you try to go on, you know, like Netflix or something like that, it won't work. It's not gonna work. It's gonna block you off, or it's gonna, yeah. But when that's disabled, Xbox, I'm sure the Xbox One comes with it. It's like a video capturing thing where you can just share live streams, and I'm really glad it doesn't really matter. You know, whenever you're playing a game, like, you know, whatever you play with your friends, like I play Friday Dead by Daylight usually whenever I'm playing with my friends. Instead of having to hook up a capture card like I do with this guy's just gonna kill me. Jesus Christ. But this is that guy I was talking about. Yeah, instead of having to hook up a capture card for the PS4, the PS3 doesn't have that thing where oh my god. I'm getting my tongue twisters. For some reason, I shouldn't be getting them, but it's just happening. So with most, you'll have to get an HDMI splitter to record, and even then, I don't think it's the highest quality, but it still works fine. I don't have an HDMI splitter yet, so I don't want to bother with that, but I do have an Xbox 360, so I'm kind of planning to just record off of that, which if you don't know about the Gen 1 Xbox 360s, is they were basically a ticking time bomb, and they didn't really work for long. They would break, they would literally just break just out of the blue. They would get the rendering. And the one that I got maybe last year, or a while ago, and I was like, okay, well, that sucks, because I looked up a video, and it turns out that it was just the power. So I guess they're like really sensitive, and you have to give them like the right amount of power. But the next problem was I didn't have a controller really. It came with a controller, or did it? No, it didn't come with a controller. Now that I think about it, actually, what happened is my grandma, one of her friends gave her this old box of stuff that they didn't use anymore. It was just like console cords and stuff and controllers, and I even got a GameCube. Yeah, so, I better hurry. Yeah, I'll just take this down. So I got Xbox cords, and I got an Xbox controller. But the problem with the Xbox controller was the fact that, well, it didn't have the battery packs. It has a battery pack. It wasn't the charging one, which they still do, which I'm surprised about. I'm still surprised they have they're powered by batteries. Like, you can get charging ones, yeah. And maybe it's because people prefer it, but I can't. I need controllers that charge. I can't have. It is annoying because every once in a while I have to go out and get batteries for it. I'll usually just get them in big packs so I don't have to worry about it. And then, what is this? And I smelled my hand because my hand I don't know, there was wet stuff on it, and hang on. Oh, guys, yep. Oh, I can't pause the game. No! Jesse, why do you have to call me at the worst possible times? But yeah, it was the battery acid. The battery acid. I'm on survival. Spamming emojis. And I'm dead. I'm gonna do this again. Yeah, my voice keeps on cracking for some reason. You know, I think by the time I'm 20, my voice is just gonna sound like Joe from Family Guy because of how many times my voice keeps cracking. I don't even know if I'm supposed to be hearing. Or am I muted for you? Like, what's happening? You're not even talking. Oh, great. That's perfect. The first round, it's just... You're mean to me. Well, right here. Ouch. Okay, but... No, I can't even check it right now, so hopefully it's okay. An attack that I really like. Jesse just saying it. It's
You win. Fight.
wait, was I muted? Okay, so I was muted for I don't know how. What I was saying is Jesse, I'm gonna hang up because you're making it awkward. You're making it weird. What I was saying is Street Fighter is the normal game. I like to think of it that way, at least for me. And Tekken is known for juggling for me. Like if you see me playing as Jen, you'll see I'll use an attack a lot where he uppercuts and the other opponent will he'll go into the air, and I'm not cringe. I'm not. Jesse just said I'm cringe. Someone who doesn't even have a YouTube channel. That's crazy. But yeah, I love that move because I love juggling in this game. It's so fun. It's pretty much what Tekken's known for, at least to me. And I played Virtua Fighter, which is a 3D game like this one. I think Dead or Alive is also one. I don't really know a whole lot about that game, but I played Virtua Fighter. I don't know which one it was. I have it on Xbox, and it's like the arcade version of one of them, and it was pretty fun. But yeah. Actually, I forgot to tell this earlier when I was talking about Street Fighter X Tekken. So, that was my first introduction to Tekken. Because I was pretty much just all Street Fighter at that point. As I played, I can't remember, but I was just more familiar with the franchise than Tekken. And so I liked it more. But why not? I was just kind of feeling it. And this game, I love Street Fighter to death. It kind of, what's the word for it? Reinvented the fighting genre for games. So I'll always respect it. But whenever I played Tekken 7, the characters, I just like the characters a whole lot more, and the gameplay is a lot more interesting. It's a lot more fun to me. I have Street Fighter 5, and it's fun. I have it on Steam, and it is a fun game. But I have, in fact, I can't pause the game. I was going to check how many hours I have on it compared to Tekken, but let me do that real fast. I have 46 hours on Tekken, and on Street Fighter, I have 9 hours. So I've played Tekken a lot more than Street Fighter 5. Yeah, Tekken, a little bit of Street Fighter, and Smash is... Oh, and Mortal Kombat. I can't believe look at his spine. I can't believe I left at Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat, Killer Instinct, 2013. I haven't played the original. Smash, Tekken, Street Fighter, yeah. And Soul Calibur are the only games that I've played a lot. I don't really play Soul Calibur a lot. And I played other fighting games. And if you want to count Mugen or however you say it, because I have played that a lot. Any stages, any screen packs, and any character you want. And it is a lot of fun. Like, it's free and it's for Windows. Or, I don't know if you can get it. I'm sure you can get it on Mac, but for, like, Windows, I played on, yeah. You can just look up a character or a stage or even a screen pack, like a theme, and you could just put that in the game and you could play it, and usually it's pretty good. The only problem with it is balancing. I don't take it competitively. I just play it for fun, but it's still kind of annoying to be playing as a character and then like there be a really overpowered guy. It's like, okay, that doesn't even need to be overpowered. Like, if it's a joke character, I understand, but if it's, like, I don't know, Homer or Peter or something like that. It's like, come on. And also there's bad characters that are poorly made. But I guess I can understand those too, because I tried to make my own as like a... I don't like this panda. As, like a... oh, don't kill me. As a test, but, it's really complicated. It's a lot more complicated than you think it will be. So I gave up. I did make a stage, but it didn't look good. But I made one. Aww. Well, how many rounds did we survive for? 10. Okay, I made it to 10 rounds. So I think I'm gonna end the stream here. I'm surprised, actually. I didn't think I'd do... I'm sure it wasn't great, but... when I do live comment about... and that's always just been a problem for me. But... yeah, guys, this was a pretty good stream. You know, I might do this again sometime. But, yeah, I'm gonna go, and